Strong focus on suspense and not giving up. The 60-second fix. Marcus stood in the sterile, glass-walled boardroom in downtown San Francisco. This was it, the final pitch. If he didn't secure this venture capital funding today, his tech startup was dead, and he'd be taking the Greyhound bus back to Ohio with nothing but empty pockets. He took a deep breath and pressed the power button on his prototype. The device hummed, the blue indicator lights flared to life, and then, a sharp pop echoed through the room. The screen went dead black. Silence swallowed the boardroom. The lead investor, a stern man in a tailored suit, sighed and reached for his briefcase. Well, Marcus, it was a nice concept, but we don't fund ideas that don't work. Better luck next time. Marcus's heart hammered against his ribs like a jackhammer. Panic screamed in his brain. Quit. Apologize. Run. He had failed. But then he remembered the 3 years of sleepless nights, the instant ramen dinners, and the freezing winters working in his garage. He wasn't walking away. Not yet. Give me 60 seconds, Marcus said, his voice shockingly steady. The investor paused, looking at his Rolex. 59. Marcus grabbed his toolkit and ripped the back casing off the prototype. Wires spilled out onto the mahogany table like a neon puzzle. He frantically scanned the motherboard. Tick. Tick. 40 seconds left. His hands were shaking so badly he could barely hold his screwdriver. He closed his eyes for a split second, taking one deep breath to block out the overwhelming noise of failure. 20 seconds. He opened his eyes. And there it was. A single, loose microconnector that had been jolted out of place during his flight. 10 seconds. If he jammed the connector into place while the battery was still hot, he risked causing a total short circuit that would fry the whole motherboard. It was a massive gamble. Gritting his teeth, he pushed the pin in and slammed his hand onto the reboot switch. 3 seconds. 2. 1. A hum vibrated across the table. The screen blazed back to life, projecting a flawless, high-definition hologram perfectly into the center of the room. The investors froze, their jaws practically hitting the floor. Marcus smiled, slowly slipping his hands into his pockets so they wouldn't see them trembling. The lead investor slowly sat back down in his leather chair. He slid his briefcase away and leaned forward, a grin spreading across his face. You didn't crack under the pressure, kid. I like that. Let's talk numbers.